We did a little practice live earlier today, probably about 15-20 minutes ago. So as you guys can see, we have right over there a section of this carport that has been cleaned. Right over there. We're live on both Instagram and YouTube. Okay. As always, it's Edgar with All One Solar Shine. So right here, you can see that if we come back on this side over here, this top half right here. If you look at where's my finger at? Right here, the top half. That top half. You guys can see the top half has been cleaned already. We cleaned the top half first, okay, and then from this top half, we took the scissor lift around, and we now have moved to the bottom side of the carport. And we are now cleaning the bottom side of the carport, okay? We find when doing carports, scissor lift is extremely, it's just easier to handle. Like I said, that's our personal preference. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Appreciate all you guys that are watching. Thanks for the comment. Always, not just comments on these videos, but always thank you. Thank you for the love and the motivation. Whenever I drop videos, always ask your questions because your questions really help me. Just make sure that I'm delivering content that you guys like. El Chingon de Jalisco. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Over here on Instagram, what's up, Pressure Washing Pros, Hawaii, H3 Pressure Washing, and Dion Gonzalez. What's up, everybody? Appreciate all of you guys. Show me some love. Just always hit the like button. As you guys can see, we have carports right here. We're working on this carport right now, doing some solar panel cleaning. Hopefully y'all can hear me. The carport that's behind them, that's gonna be the next. That'll be actually tomorrow, okay? Let me see if I can turn this camera around. I'm trying to do two cameras at the exact same time. Like I said, we're on Instagram and YouTube. All right, so right here, this carport behind me has already been completed, fully completed 100%. Top and bottom. Always All One Solar Shine right there, 408-771-0851. Now we're on to this carport, and then like I said, the carport behind them, that will be tomorrow. So right now we're working on the bottom side. If you've never used a rotary brush, you're gonna turn it over, you're gonna flip it over, okay? So when we were on the top side, we had it going one way, pushing the water down. Now that we're on the bottom side of the carport, we're pulling the water down, okay? You may not be able to see the way the brush is spinning on the video, but in case you can, that's awesome quality. But in case you can't see it, it's pulling the water down. And another thing to point out too, a really good note, is when cleaning carports, I think just in solar panels in general, when using a rotary brush, okay, the way it spins, all of you guys who use rotary brushes, correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, unless this is just our cleaning method, use that to your advantage, okay, the rotary action of it. Let it grab the frames of the panel and kind of propel itself. That's really gonna be super helpful, and like I said, especially when you're dealing with this size of a cleaning. So every time he hits that frame of the solar panel, right, it basically propels its way up. So he's not so much pushing it up, he's more pulling it down with his actual strength, right? He doesn't have to push it up. So that's something that's really helpful, something that's really useful as far as a tip, and hopefully you guys enjoy these golden nuggets. So next time you have to do a carport, or maybe just a big rooftop that has multiple panels, such as like something like this, and you're using a rotary brush, use its rotary action to your advantage, right? To your benefit. If you're pushing it down, have it hit the frame and then push its way down, right? And you're just pulling it back up. If you're from the bottom like we are now, have it hit the frame and pull its way up, and then you're just, pull its way up, and then you're just pulling it down. Hopefully it all makes sense, but once you guys actually get a rotary brush in your hand, you'll know what I mean. So I'm just quickly trying to show you guys right here. This entire clean carport, clean solar panels, everyone, okay? Clean solar panels, that means they are producing energy a lot more than what they were producing when they were dirty. You guys can see those are dirty over there. Let me turn this camera over here. But yeah, so this carport right here has been cleaned, like I said. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Let me know you guys are watching this. Let me know you guys are enjoying this sort of video and content. We still have the rest of this carport to go. You guys can see it's a long carport. Okay, and then like I said, also the one behind is also going to be next, and that'll be tomorrow. So we're here live at you from YouTube and Instagram. I'll be doing this for maybe a couple more minutes. Just let everyone join and see, for those of you who are out working and haven't had a chance to see this. So appreciate the love, appreciate the likes, everyone. I mean, it's what motivates me to keep going. It's what motivates me to keep pushing forward and keep pushing hard. You know, solar panel cleaning is a new industry, so it's not something that you just see every single day, and there's not a lot of content out there for it. So I'm trying to do my best to really not just educate, but also share a lot of content and share a lot of videos. If you guys can see, let me see, can I zoom in? I'm gonna try and zoom in. Yeah, I can. Awesome. So right over there on that building on Instagram, I'm also gonna do it right now on YouTube. Look at those solar panels, how they just shine, right? Those have been cleaned over on that building over there. We cleaned that yesterday. For those on YouTube, it's a little wobbly and shaky. I'm using my hand. I'll be sure to grab a stabilizer. I actually lost one. So yeah, those are nice and cleaned over in that building. We did those yesterday. Now behind the shiny ones, if you guys can really see, behind the shiny ones are some dirty ones. It's a second building, okay? Kind of right behind that satellite. Those will be doing, if not today, after this carport, we'll be doing that tomorrow. So it's a little bit of a strategizing as far as the game plan goes. Okay, we can't, obviously, with so many solar panels, we can't do it all at once. So that's something that I talk about in a video that's going to be coming out pretty soon here on YouTube. It's just making sure you guys have a game plan. Make sure you guys have a strategy in place. That way you can really focus on your manpower, really focus on, you know, hitting your goals for work and goals for financial goals, right? You want to make sure it's profitable. You want to make sure that you're not out here a whole, you know, extra days that are not needed, and you're just burning money through manpower, right? Manpower is probably, in my opinion, is probably the most expensive expense that we have as solar panel cleaners. So really take advantage. Plan out your guys' days. Plan out your week when you're on a scale such as this one right here. Let's see here. M1 Day, have an upcoming solar cleaning company from Fresno area. You're paving the way, brother. Watch your videos and take notes to learn. Keep on grinding. I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate your comments and your love. Like I said, everything is motivational for me. So, I mean, you know, you guys take these videos as motivation. I take your comments and questions as motivation. So I really appreciate that. Christopher, I need to bid on a similar carport quote. How did you quote it? There's too many factors, man. There's way too many factors. It's not a per panel count. It's on a scale of how long is it going to take? What equipment do you need? How many times are you going to be changing out your DI or RO, whatever the case you use? How long? I think I said that. How long are you going to be here? Okay. When you go into how long, does that also goes into your manpower? Is it two guys, 3 guys, 4 guys? You know, are they going to do, you know, how many hours? And that way you know what your expenses are. So first you got to figure out what the expenses are, obviously. So overall expenses, everything. Don't underlook anything, or don't overlook anything. Really get down your expenses. And then once you find out the expenses, then you guys can really tack on your profit margin, and then you'll get a really good idea, okay, what to charge and how to make this profitable, okay? You're in a for-profit business. This is not a non-profit, it's a for-profit, all right? So make sure you guys do your homework, do some research as well, okay? So don't just think, you know, let's you know, really underbid this and ruin the industry, because that's not the way it works. The last thing any of us want to do as solar panel cleaners is ruin this industry by charging way less than what you should be charging, and bringing prices down, okay? We all have to make a living off of doing this. We all have to charge accordingly. That way we can continue to, you know, enjoy this and do good things. No matter where you're at, ask around. A lot of people have actually called me and it's a given because of the videos on YouTube and Instagram. You know, they call me acting like they're homeowners, and that's just annoying, everyone. So I apologize for being blunt and upfront. If you're gonna call me asking for help, be straight up about it. My name is Joe. I'm from Fresno, and you know, I don't know how much to charge. I don't know how to do this. What are your thoughts? And let's talk about it. All right, be upfront. Don't call me acting like a homeowner. Especially, I don't even care if you're in my area. I would love for you to be in my area. That way we can really take care of the industry and really take care of what people are charging. The last thing I want to do is, or last thing I want is have someone charging way less and ruining the industry in my area. So if you're in my area, let's definitely talk. Let's grab a bite to eat and let's work through this. What mistakes did you make before? Just in general, Christopher, or like on this job site? So mistakes, there's tons of mistakes, man, that you can make. You can make mistakes on underbidding, okay? Like this is, for those of you who don't know the backstory, this is actually my third time cleaning this site, okay? And just like everything else, the more you do something, the better you get at it, right? So my first visit here, it was a mess. You know, a lot of hiccups, a lot of learning curves, and you know, we went through some ups and downs. The first visit, it took longer than what it's taking today. You know, this time around, we're knocking this out in 4 days, when I think the first visit, no joke, everyone, we knocked this out in probably, I think, like 7 to 8 days. And it goes to show you, right? Like, you really live and you learn. So for those of you guys who like, for example, Christopher, if you've never done carports before, don't be afraid, man, to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to you know, to take longer, because there is a little bit of a learning curve. There's a lot more logistics that goes into this, okay? So I'm doing a rotary brush. It's called a J. Racenstein rotary brush. It's actually a 32 inch. I don't like the 39 inch. I feel it's way too heavy, uncomfortable, and also it's just way too big, you know, just because the 32 inch, I can also use it for residential if needed. 39 inch, that's just way too heavy, man. So I don't like going with the 39 inch. Again, drop a comment, guys. Let me know you guys are watching. Hit the like button. If you have any questions, you know, whether you're on Instagram or YouTube, we're live on both platforms right now. So Christopher, in general, mistakes, I mean, yeah, dude, underbidding. I mean, shoot, even overbidding, you know, thinking it's, you know, as far as profit goes, and you're just overbid something, you end up not getting the job, and you know, you do your research, do some homework, and you realize, yeah, you did overbid it. Other mistakes is, I guess just planning, you know, just planning, not having things either on time or things that you needed that you should have had. And equipment, most of all, okay? Buying a couple things that you probably don't need, that you thought, oh, that's pretty cool, I'm gonna use this, but man, you use it maybe one time and that's about it. So you just end up having these extra tools in the shed, in the back of the van, back of the truck, and you're just wasting money, you know what I mean? So so those are things that mistakes that I've made, and just other general mistakes, man. Just, you know, running a business, pricing, you know, some scheduling mistakes. So it's all about just owning a business and operating a business, and that whole entrepreneur mindset. And, you know, mistakes happen, but hey, the important thing is that you learn from them, right? Thanks for the videos. I've been watching your channel, a few others, and launched my solar panel cleaning business a few months ago, not far from you, and you've been a ton of help. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, dude, like I said, I really don't mind if you're far from me or not. If you service the exact same area as I do, hey, more power to you. Let's grab some coffee. Let's talk about everything that you're doing. You know, let's feed off each other. There's so many times when I work with other cleaners, whether it's window cleaners, solar panel cleaners, and we really help each other out. Why? Because, dude, there's so much for everybody, okay? I mean, this right here, this site right here is it's a sprinkle of a sprinkle on top of a pie, all right? There's so much for everyone. No one can handle it all. So let's work together, and let's just make sure we do it right. Let's make sure that, you know, like I said, we take care of the industry, and we take care of, you know, all the homeowners and all the business owners as well. So I think that's very important. Another question is, I'm in Monterey Bay. So yeah, you're not too far from me. Yeah, let's meet up, dude. Let's meet up. And I go down as far south to you would probably be like Santa Cruz or Seaside. So Seaside, that's the further south I've gone, post to Monterey. Christopher, are you using city water through a DI system? Absolutely. I always use DI water. You'll never see me cleaning without DI water. I don't use RO. I go strictly DI, and that's just the way it works. You're always gonna use the inlet being the water at the site, whether it's a home, a commercial building, even a farm. If they have a water hookup at the farm, maybe a well, use that well water. Okay, run it through your DI system and clean with DI water. Yeah, no, not pre-water, not pre-treated water in a tank, Christopher. A lot of these questions, if you're on Instagram, a lot of these questions are coming from YouTube. So, like I said, we're live on both platforms. Got to make sure to show some love to both my YouTube and Instagram peeps. Instagram, you're going on a little field trip right now, moving the. All right, cool. All right, everyone, keep them coming. I'm gonna let this go for a couple more minutes. I gotta resituate myself with the lift that I'm on, and then yeah, as you guys can see, it's a little bit of a better view as well. What's been cleaned, what hasn't. I mean, you guys can clearly see the difference of clean panels versus dirty panels. There's so many benefits to this. Okay, obviously 1 being the production, 2 being the longevity, and 3 being the warranty. All right, so when you're on a scale of this, of thousands of solar panels, cleaning these panels makes a huge difference. Okay, huge difference in terms of productivity rating and the efficiency of them. Okay, so all of you commercial business owners, whether it's a site like this of this magnitude, I mean, there's even bigger sites. So I'm not trying to say this is ginormous, but hey, this is, it's a good size site. So business owners, municipalities, all of you who are maybe watching, and if you've never cleaned your panels, I highly recommend it. Let's talk. You'll see you'll see the benefit. You'll see the difference off the first cleaning, and then you can definitely have it be a no-brainer from there. Drop a like, everyone, if you guys haven't already. Let me know you guys are watching, and let me know that you guys are enjoying this. If you have any questions, as always, ask. Christopher is really taking advantage, and I like that. What is the cost of the man lift per day? So per day, it's around, depending on where you live, depending on what company you're going with. But I don't even know the per day rate because I got the weekly rate for this one. Weekly rate's always going to be cheaper. If you're going to have it for 3-4 days, you might as well just get the weekly rate. Okay. The man day is only necessary, in my opinion, or I would probably only use it if I really was literally only needed it for 1 day. But if you're gonna end up going 3 or more days, go strictly weekly rate. And the weekly rate for this is $300. No brainer, right? So for $300, I have this lift for a whole week, 5 days. So that's why, like I said, I go with the weekly rate. And then the scissor lift, yeah, is rented. I currently don't own a scissor lift or anything. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting one anytime soon, but at the moment, no, All One Solar Shine does not own a scissor lift. We always rent. Do you like using the robots? So personally, Chris, I've never used a robot. Obviously, I know a lot about them. A lot of people that are in my tight-knit circle either have or use them. I don't know. I just sure there's manpower involved in this, like what you guys can see right there as he's cleaning. But speed. I have tricks up my sleeve, and I feel like I go either as fast, maybe even faster than a robot. I mean, hey, I can maybe prove me wrong, which is fine. But I feel like right now, the way we're working and how we're doing this site right here, okay, where we have 6 carports in total and 3 rooftop systems, we knocked this out in 4 days, and it's I mean, for me, that's a game changer, and that's huge. All right. From a business standpoint and from a profit margin standpoint. You guys can see right here. How do you price your commercial jobs? Ricky, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you tuning in. So as I stated a little earlier, I don't do per panel. I do a flat rate, but there's just too many things that get involved. Rented equipment, the type of equipment you're using, obviously manual, robot, rotary, your DI water, your RO water, your manpower, days, hours. There's so much that go involved into a site like this. So first things first, Ricky, like I told another viewer earlier, just find out your total expenses, what's the job going to cost you, tackle on your profit margin, and then ask around, ask other cleaners in your area, what are they charging, how much do they charge, and then go from there. All right, you guys always want to stay competitive. Competitive doesn't mean the lowest price. That's a huge misunderstanding. Okay, oh, are you competitive? Yes, I am. Competitive just means, you know, we are within the same margins, we're all within the same ballpark. It doesn't mean you're trying to beat the lowest. Yeah, this isn't a race to the lowest price. So a lot of people are also watching over here on Instagram. I appreciate all of you guys. I wonder if you guys can drop a comment. If you can, obviously drop a comment. Let me know your questions. A lot of questions coming through YouTube, and I appreciate that. Appreciate the likes from everyone, and of course, appreciate the comments. A lot of you say I'm, you know, motivation, but you guys are motivation to me. So, you know, your questions and just the fact that you're taking the time to view and listen to me, that's motivational already. But yeah, so we've been going live for about 20 minutes now. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes for those of you who are maybe working and haven't seen these videos yet. But hey, it's the same back and forth motion that you guys have seen for the past 20 minutes, right? That's just what it comes down to, okay? The only difference is you know, you keep going, you keep moving forward, you get that progress, right? These are all these right here in the camera have all been cleaned, both top and bottom. And then tomorrow we'll be cleaning the carport that's right there behind this one, or in front of this one, however you want to say it. Right here we cleaned the entire top half. Okay, we did half from the top, and then we're gonna do half from the bottom. They're making their way down. They're definitely more than a quarter, probably about 40%, about 35% done. So they're moving forward. Do you have to keep moving the van for those lengths? No. So Ricky, good question, man. It's a really good question. So personally, I don't. Why? Because Mark over at AM Pressure Washing definitely hooks us up with 300 feet of hose. And for a carport this size, I mean, you know, as far as length goes, 300 feet is enough. I'm not gonna say it's more than enough because there are sections. I mean, the van's right over there. You guys can kind of see, you know, it's not at the edge of the carport. It's a little towards, you know, maybe, I don't know what, 20 feet in, 25 feet in from the edge. So, you know, sometimes we do have to, you know, come out a little ways. So that way the entire 300 feet of hose does reach all the way to the other side. But yeah, we don't have to move the van. We do have to move the van. For example, this last carport right here on the left, or the right side of the van, on the left side of the screen. If the van was there because of the water source, the hose would not reach the first carport over there on the other side of the parking lot. Okay, that's just too far. So the van does move around the parking lot depending on what carport we're working on, but once we're situated, that's where the van's staying. So that's another thing when you guys are planning these sites. Know where your water source is at, and make sure you have the tools. So one of you asked about my mistakes. It might have been Christopher. Make sure you have the tools needed for the water, okay? The first time we came to this site, we had the wrong size quick coupler that goes into the irrigation valve for the irrigation water. At one point we thought let's connect to that because I was closer to one of the carports, but I didn't have the right size quick coupler that I needed. So we had to kind of figure out what to do next. And now obviously we have all the sizes in the van, so we're good. So making sure you have the right tools. All right, everyone. Well, that's it. I appreciate all of you who joined. Thanks so much for watching. I gotta move over. I can't do it as a record, so for all of you guys that are cleaning panels, be safe out there. Think twice. If you have a gut feeling that says don't do it, don't do it. All right, don't try and push it and be Superman, because hey, you only get one life. So be safe whenever you're on the roof. Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, everyone. It's pretty cool today, and I think this week, but I mean last week was killer. So if we get another one of those heat waves, just be safe about it. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.